Hey mate, do us a favour. If I ask you really nicely, is there any chance you'll sell us your long face? Oh why, suit yourself, ignorant bugger. Right. Oh yes, Mandingos. Welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, and thank you for joining me on another Sunday night serious spooky stealth camping adventure. I'm in the town of Houghton, Lee Spring, and I'm going to try and do, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'm going to try and do a stealth camp in an old spooky graveyard. Now, I've never been in this graveyard before, but I've seen Alan Robson. Can you remember Alan Robson off the radio, the Night Owls? And he goes around doing these spooky tours in haunted places, looking for the paranormal readings and all that shite. Yeah, I've seen him in here, and he said it was one of the spookiest places he'd ever been in his life. And he was with his pal Dingoes. I'm by myself tonight. So hopefully I can find a decent place. It's almost pitch black, but I've left it to this time on purpose. I didn't want to get here too early when it was daylight, when there could be quite a few people passing through the graveyard. I don't want to get busted blood vesseled, because I want to get set up and I want to have a few beers and a few waskies. So stick around for the wasky review later on. I've got some nice food, yes. I've got some nice beef casserole that Mrs. Blot has kindly made me. So yeah guys, we're all set up for a fantastic spooky stealth camp. No gimmicks or anything like that. You know, I'm not going to be putting any masks on or having any fake faces popping out. No, we're just camping in a graveyard, one man dingo camping by himself in a spooky place, having a good time and talking absolute crock of shite to you legends. Right, we've got to go under like an underpass here, which takes us underneath the busy A690 road. When we come out the other side, sharp left, and then a minute walk, not even that, up to the graveyard. I'll see you when we get there. However, Bear. Every woman, every man, join the caravan of bum love, bum love, bum love, bum love. Oh, here we go guys. Just driving past that, because I've drove past that little archway hundreds of times, and it looks spooky just when you take a quick glance over. So I need to keep this pointing ahead, folks, because it's absolutely pitch black in here. Maybe I should have came a little bit earlier to find a good spot, but yeah, there's nothing we can do now. We'll just play it by nose. I mean, here, if you know what I'm talking about. Either way, the spirits will be flowing tonight, folks, when I'm on the wasky. Just put the camera like on a different thing there. There, that's lightened the route a bit, hasn't it? Is that better, guys? You know what I have seen on a couple of videos on YouTube, the really old graves, and they're all quite worn and damaged because they're off like hundreds of years ago, these. Oh. But there's loads of like open space with no graves, so I think a lot of the headstones will have been moved out the way, so I'm probably walking right over the top of graves now without even knowing it. Oh. Let's just keep, don't know what's through there, don't know if it's like a, oh, that could work. That could work here. Right, we'll come back to that if need be, guys. Let's go over here. Hiya. Did you hear that? I heard a voice there. That's probably just some young'uns shouting. There were some kids down the road there. Right. Yeah, you can see, can't you? They're well worn, these gravestones. I think there's even some over here, from what I've seen on other people's videos, where it's all overgrown. It's not a very big graveyard, like. Sorry folks, when I make camp, when I set up Camp Mandingo, you'll have a better light, you'll be able to see things better. But yeah, it's all about timing. Didn't want to get here too early when it was light, but didn't want to get here too late and waste a valuable drinking time. Oh yes. There, look, see what I mean? Even the grave stones that are still here are lying down flat now. I think there's more down here. I'm just keeping the camera pointing ahead, guys, keeping it rolling so you can see what I can see. It wouldn't be a spooky stealth camp if I wasn't showing you, you know, the graves, the headstones in the dark. Right, that's a public footpath where you can come into the graveyard from a different route, so I don't want to go down there. I think we're pretty much at the end of it up here. Got a tall grave there. What's that next to it? Is it a smaller grave? Tell you what, doesn't matter how big and tough you are, you still get that cold shiver up your back. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a smaller grave. Right then. I'm thinking over there it's like well and truly overgrown, and there's like a steep like cliff edge drop thing. Hopefully we can get in there somewhere. If not, I can go back to that spot we've already looked at. So come on then, guys. Do you want us just to keep the camera rolling? I might as well. What's the point in editing bits out? You can see, you know, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real with Ian Bale and Magna and Steel at exactly the same time. Very good. Yes, you can imagine all this. You can imagine back in the day it'll have been quite full with gravestones. So they must have been moved, and now I'm walking right over the top of them at the moment. So if any ghostly spirits is watching me, I do apologise. I'm doing my best, and me aim is to try and get a spot away from any graves. Whenever I've done camps in graveyards in the past, I've done like 3 or 4, something like that, I've always found a spot like away from the graves, over next to the wall or in the trees over the side. I'm trying to be like as respectful as I can. A few more here. Look, a few standing ones here. There you go, folks. Right. So you can see there, can't you? Like a cliff face. The old Quiff Richard. Let's go in here, because anyone could come in this graveyard at any time. Young'uns and just someone walking through with a dog. It's like a big space under here. Let's check it out. Ah, now this looks good, doesn't it? Oh. This looks good. What's around here? Oh no. There's one here. I think that one's always been lying down. I think that one's supposed to be like that. Aye, there's no way I'm camping there when that's there. I mean, I'm not scared or anything. I'd like to be a little bit further away, just to be, you know, like a sign of respect. You see like the cliff face there. Sorry guys, this bit's been going on for 9 minutes. 9 minutes this bit's been rolling on for. But I don't want to press stop and then start again. And then you could think, oh, I've buggered off out the graveyard and I found a spot somewhere else. Let's have a look through here. Going up against like the cliff wall. What's this here? This doesn't look too bad. Oh no, what's this? Is this like a, I don't know. Is this like a tomb thing where there's been a body buried inside, I should say. Why, I'm some lyrical genius. The writing's too far gone on it. Right, I'm definitely not camping there. Let's have a look up there, folks. Right. Yeah. Got a nice big space here. I think this is the best so far. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. That's on quite a bit of a slope, but I can make it work. I get the bivvy down there, because that's what I've brought out tonight. The old bivouac. But all I'm thinking is, that's just like the way in and out of the graveyard there. I'll have my light on. It'll be flashing. I'll be flashing. So, what's up here? Is that like a little cave up there or something? I don't know. Definitely checking that out, like. I am some Ed Stafford. Oh no, it's not a cave, it's just a dead end in the bush there. Got some old blankets there. Someone must have been sleeping here before. Looks clean though, there's no litter. Doesn't look anything bad, you know, like broken glass, dirty needles. Right, this'll do. It's pitch black. I don't want to waste any more time. I'll make this work, folks. Oh yes. This is the way of the Mandingo. Spooky stealth camping in a graveyard. Right on. Whisky given to me from the Kamsky Gazers. Cheers, Mandingos. Right. Ooh, lovely. Did you hear that? That's the second time now I've heard like a weird voice. There was some people not so long ago cutting through the graveyard. I think it was like a father and a son by the voices. So I thought, right, there's no Ian rush. My bag's there. You can see I've got drinks and stuff down there. Got like this flask thing. I'll tell you about it later. That's got me beef casserole in. But I haven't set Camp Mandingo up yet. Ooh. Shit. Here's the place. No, I thought let's just sit down. Have a Jeff. A good old Jeff beer. Make sure the course is clear. Make sure there's no one around. Because although I don't think anyone's going to come up here, anyone walking past this light they might see, because there's no more lights around anywhere. But I've got to put the light on to talk to you. I think if someone does see the light and they hear me waffling on in the bushes, they'll probably shite the cell. They'll probably think it's some ghostly spirit. Brr. The ghost of Bedondia. Brr. So I think I'm okay. But I thought, yeah, sit down. There's no rush, guys.
I'm free.
Have a beer. And then I'll set Camp Mandingo up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit in silence. In fact, I'll do a little bit editing. The old Dr. Edward Brown. And when I bring you legends, Roger Blackneck, I'll have everything set up and I'll show you Camp Mandingo. Lice.
Oh, yes, folks. You know the dance. When I hear them spooky noises, I'm gonna shit me pants.
Do you know what it is? I'm not gonna lie, this is the truth. The whole truth, the tooth, and nothing but the shit. Oh, nearly spilled me whiskey. I didn't. I'll tell you the truth, I didn't spill it. Now that I've settled here, it proper stinks of shite. And I mean human shite. I showed you, didn't I, in the bush down there, you can see. There's some dirty old blankets. So somebody's obviously been sleeping rough here. Now I know off going camping, when you've got to go, you've got to go. When you've got to drop the groceries, the bottom of the carrier bag is just going to split and the groceries is just going to spill out all over the place. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Mandingos. Now, if you go around there, it goes on for about 3 metres and it's a dead end. So I'm not even going to walk down there, because if I was sleeping here You know, say I set up camp here for a few days, sleeping rough before I moved on somewhere else. If I need to have a shit, you're not going to do it here, round where you're camping. You're probably going to go to the furthest point at the end of there and drop your load, if you know what I'm talking about. So I've got a feeling there's a few human Kathmandus round there. Whoever's been camping here has probably been in trouble deep. They've needed a Papa Don't Preach. And what do? When you've got to go, you've got to go. And they probably went round there. There's a bit of a breeze as well, blowing this way. You can hear the leaves blowing in the trees, can't you? And I think it's blowing that human shite right up my Nostradamus. So, yeah. I smelt it about half an hour ago, really coming through. Coming on strong with the #1 song. I thought, once you've been sitting there for a while, you know when you go for a shite yourself and you're sitting there and your shit stinks. Sorry guys, it's just the way the story's going. But once you've been sat there about 5 minutes, you cannot smell your own shite anymore, can you? If somebody else walks in, they're going to go, "Oh, you dirty bastard. Oh, you dirty bastard." But it's not going away. In fact, it's getting stronger. And it's definitely human cack. You can tell, can't you, when it's human cack. So I think I'm 99.9% sure that whoever's been sleeping under them blankets, that's his toilet round there. And I don't want to repeat of getting human Kathmandu on me drink. Oh yes, look at this, guys, by the way. Anyway, let's change the story. Last night, it's Saturday now, so obviously Friday night last night, I was actually, I was invited on a camp in some woods not too far from, I'm not going to tell you where, because it's a secret location, but it was about a 45-minute drive away from where I live. There you go. So it's Butchie Boy. Have you seen the YouTube channel Butchie Boy's Adventures? He's a local lad, like the Mandingo, from the city of Sunderland. He does a bit of everything. Hiking, camping, talking shite, like what I do. He gets out with his missus, he gets out with his mates, he gets out with the dog, his kids. He's a family man. He likes a good laugh. If you're easily offended, don't watch him. I don't mean that in a funny way. Just, if you're a wet wipe, like I say to people, if you're a wet wipe, don't watch me, because this channel's not going to be for you. It's the same for Butchie. He doesn't mince his words. He tells you the truth, just like me. Anyway, he invited us to go to this private location, like a permission woods. He's got permission off the landowner. His son was going to be there. Rye. Cheers, Rye, you absolute legend. Blot Outdoor Show's biggest fan. And it's Rye. Let's give us this. Cheers, Rye, my man friend. Thanks for the support and thanks for the whisky. Now that's Hague Club whisky that's in there. You know that Hague Club whisky, it was endorsed by David Beckham, wasn't it? I think even Beckham's like one of the part owners of the company. Something like that. So Butchie, his son Rye. Yes, Rye lad. Why do I keep shutting one eye? Like a pirate? Like a pirate with no patch? Why are pirates called pirates? Because they are. Oh my god. Dad jokes. Absolutely terrible. Yes, cheers Butchie and cheers Rye. Oh yes. But there was a few other lads camping there. The Kamsky Gazers. Not all of the Kamsky Gazers, just a few of them. Who was there? Joe Outdoors. Shields Viking Outdoors. Steve Fortune, a big ginger bastard in the woods. He is a big bastard, no? Nice to meet you, Steve, my man friend. Yeah, lovely bunch of lads. Obviously Butchie, his son Rye, who's also both got their own YouTube channels. God, I hope my mind isn't going blank and I'm forgetting anyone. There's nothing worse than when your mind goes blankety blank. Check pen and book. Ah, you fucking racist bastard blood! Ah. We'll save that for later, because I'm still stone cold Steve Austin. I mean, I'm stone cold sober at the minute, guys. I won't be after I've drunk this. There was a little note on the back, but it's smudged light yeared, as you can see. Smudged light yeared. See the kind of shit I'll come out with once you've had a few drinks and you start talking. Just making shit up as I go along. The old smudge light year. Hey God. You know you're a sad loser, don't you? When you're laughing at your own jokes. Don't think I'm anything special, guys. This is what I told the lads last night. There's nothing special about me. I'm a nobody. I'm a nothing. I'm a bloke that comes out camping, has a few drinks, talks a load of shite, and basically I got lucky. And I've got the best subscribers on YouTube. You guys are the best subscribers. That's a guaranteed steak meal, in the famous words of Del Boy. But it was nice to meet them all. There was a few that wasn't there, so what I said was I couldn't make that camp last night. I popped to the camp. Did I miss this bit out? I'm useless, aren't I? What I done was I turned up at the camp. I wasn't drinking. I drove the 45 minutes. I stayed there for about 2 hours. Had a bit crack on with everyone. Got a few photos taken. And then I came home. So I said, why not arrange a camp? Maybe sometime in the new year. But like up in the hills in the Lake District, somewhere like that. Me, Butchie, his son Rye. Maybe I can get young Chris, Cowboy, little Mick, we'll see. And a few of the Kamsky geezers. So one of the Kamsky geezers wasn't there, but his messages the day he said he was gutted. Craig Johnson, he's got his own channel as well. Craig Johnson Outdoors. So he says, oh yeah, I'll join you in a camp up in the hills. So happy dingleberries, as they say in the Doodoing. It was good to meet you all, and I'll meet the rest of yous very soon. Happy days. So once again, cheers to the Kamsky geezers, cheers to Butchie Boys Adventures, but mainly cheers to Rye, Butchie's son, a massive fandingo of the Blot Outdoor Show. Yeah. Right, I will finally get set up and I will finally show you my camp. You better believe I will. Lice. Yes, man, dingoes. That's me all set up. Just finishing off me second beer. Ah, yes. You know, it makes total sense. Oh yes, guys, you already know I'm drinking this. In this fancy Halloween Mike Myers bottle. Mike Myers? Michael Myers. What is it? Mike Myers is the guy who played Dustin Powers, isn't it? I don't know, I'm getting myself confused.com. Yeah, but this is Haig Club Whisky in there. Now, I've reviewed Haig Club Whisky twice before, so I'm not going to review this before, but I will keep this bottle, kindly given to me from Butchie Boy and his son Rye. Thank you very much. And the Kamsky geezers. Right on. So because I'm not reviewing that, what I'm going to review is, and there's a little bit of a story here, so sorry if I'm going to bore you. Can you remember last week? Well, just a few days ago. Oh, well, hiya. On my last camping video, and I had that Irish whiskey called Muff, the old Muff Diver. Yeah. Been doing these whiskey reviews now, you know, for like nearly 6 years. 5.5 years, whatever. And I've never had that before, never heard of it. So that's what I reviewed on my last camping video. Muff Irish whiskey. Opened the package up today. What was it? Muff Irish whiskey. 2 packages. The old 2-package shaker. Muff Irish whiskey again. This time it was sent to me from a lovely couple by the names of David and Kay. David Bullmore and Kay Laverick. I actually know David. Well, I'll say I actually know David. I went all the way through school with him, played football with him. Lovely lad, and he's got a lovely missus. Yeah. So I'm really sorry. I've just reviewed it of somebody else. Oh my God. But in the package that they sent me, there was the bottle of Muff, and there was also, I think it was a trip they'd been on not so long ago to Gretna. So they sent me this little miniature bottle of Gretna Green blended Scotch whiskey. So David and Kay, spank you very much for the Muff Diver. Obviously David loves a little bit of muff diving with Kay. Oh, matron. Mrs. Blott loves the old Muffaroony as well. Ooh, lovely. But I'm not going to review that. I'm going to review this. So, yeah, from David and Kay, we will review that later on. You better believe it. Gretna Green whiskey. Hiya. Wow. Did you hear that? Now, I have heard 2 or 3 voices already, but that was really clear. And have you noticed? I don't know what it is. It sounds like a little bit camp. You alright? Like a little bit gay, should I say? In the back streets of Brighton and Hove Albion. That's making me think, is there some gay, ghostly spirits around here? Has there been a homosexual? Or should I say, if it's been someone living the life like me, a hobosexuality person that's been buried down in them graves? Am I getting spooked by a hobosexual ghostly being? I don't know. I just don't know. Do you know what I mean? But what I do know is I'm going to review that later on. So let's crack on and show you the rest of my stuff. So I brought out 4 Jeff beers. I've had 2 Brewdog Lost Lager. Very nice, but the only thing is when I bought it in Tesco's, I couldn't find my way up the shop. I was walking around. I ended up in the toilets, the calf, the clothes section. I was just lost. Boom, boom. My God, these jokes are getting worse, aren't they? Fucking hell. I've got this. I've got no red wine tonight. I know the red wine makes me feel so fine, but what I've got instead is, oh, it's vodka. I didn't realise I'm not really a vodka drinker, but I'll drink it. EU vodka. Black grape. Oh, shit. Black grape. Oh, fuck off, man. You. Blood. You racist bastard. Black grape. Oh, no. You cannot say fucking black grape, you racist. Misogynist. Homophobe. Bigot. You far right. You scumbag blood. You cannot say black grape. Tram right to human rights and black. Sorry, folks. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to crack on with this. I just do not want to offend anyone. We've got some Maltesers, some Haribos. Oh, shit, there's me pots and pans over. Scotch egg. Salami. And I've got this flask. Mrs. Blood bought me this a few weeks ago, this flask, and I've never used it. She paid over £30 for it. I think it come to about £35 with the delivery, and I was like, what? For a flask? She says, no, it's a special flask. It keeps things hot for up to 10 hours. And I said, of course, they'll tell you that online. Do you believe everything you read? Do you believe everything you hear? They say a load of shite, so you buy it. She went, no, I promise you, Mandingo. She didn't call us Mandingo, she called us Chris. So I said, right, I'll bring it out tonight. Last night she made like a homemade beef casserole. So that's been poured in there. The casserole was piping hot when I poured it in. So we will see. I've got my little pot there. We're going to have some beef casserole tonight. Look, even if it's not piping hot, I'll be hungry like the wolf, so I'll still eat it. Cheap and nasty Trekology chair there for my big fat hairy spotty arse bin diesel for all my shite. Me old tarparoonie down there. I am in the Alp kit, a bivouackaroonie. The old foil mat gloss on the bottom, seat to summit air mat. My best piece of Clitosaurus rexicles. Me no tent sleeping bag there. Trespass pillow biter. There you go then, folks. I think I've showed you everything so far. So, yeah, what am I going to have? I might even have this black... I'm only joking. I didn't hear anything that time. But I am hearing some gear. Some very camp voices. And it's putting a shiver up my brown eye. Sorry, it's putting a shiver up my back. Hopefully we don't get any more. I'll bring you back. In a gear, Winnie Mandela. All ice. Ah. Yes, Mandingos. Brr, brr. Halloween special bottle from Budgie Boy and his son, right? Two absolute legends. Oh yes, and the Kamsky Gazers. But that's Hague Club that is in there. Now I've reviewed Hague Club twice before, maybe even 3 times, you know. Once, twice, 3 times a transsexual. Oh, matron. The first time I reviewed this, it was the video. I was doing a van camp. It was the first time young Chris joined me and Cowboy on the camp. We were just sleeping in the back of the Van Dingo, and we went up for a hike up of what's it called? Striding Edge, up on the Hill of Ellen, back down to Vlandingo, the Vlan sexual. Getting smash burgers. And then young Chris was cooking steak for us, and he dropped his steak on the floor and we were laughing our head off. His steak was on the mud and the grit. He still ate it, of course. You've got the 3-second rule, haven't you? If it falls on the floor. But yeah, so, and I think I might have I've definitely reviewed it once since then. Hague Club, the whiskey that David Beckham's involved in. So I might have reviewed it 3 times anyway. So that's why
I'm not reviewing beer, Billy Bear. That's why I'm reviewing this tonight, and I'm going to review that Gretna Green Whisky from David Bulmore, who I know from school, and his lovely Mrs. Kate, SK, you know, it makes sense. But this is the way of the Mandingo, guys. I'm getting hungry now. I am getting hungry like a Z-Wolf. So, my food is in there. Look at that little piece of shit flask. £35, or even a little bit more, that Mrs. Blob bought. I know, it's ridiculous, but she says it's the greatest flask ever. She must have been on one of them, you know, them shopping channels you watch, and the proper like suck you in. If you get on, you can pay it over 275 payments. So you got this flask, that's £35. But if you pay over 275 payments, it'll only cost you £937. Do you know what I mean? The best flask in the world. But apparently it keeps the food hot for 10 hours. We will see. I mean, I'll use it. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Matron. So, I just thought I'd bring you Roger Blackneck for a few Winnie Man Father Dougal berries before we have the old Scrandingo. It's another one, guys. I don't know why. I'm getting really excited there, wasn't it? I don't know why. But it's another camp where it really feels like the good old days of the Blot Outdoor Show. Yeah, I think you legends will agree with that. Maybe I should cut back a little bit on the bullshit and the stupid things I talk about. Maybe I should be a bit more sensible. I think I'm going to be a little bit more sensible from now on, guys. We'll cut down on, because there's a lot of people getting offended. I've had a lot of complaints lately, so we're going to cut down on the vulgarness, the one-liners, the taking the piss out of the snowflakes. We're just going to keep things sensible on the Blot Outdoor Show. What do you think about that? Brr! I think you know I'm talking absolute crock of shite. Yeah, I've had people saying, Mandingo, your channel would do miles better. You'd get a lot more views if you didn't speak about this and you didn't speak about that and you didn't say this and you didn't scratch your ass and you didn't snap your fingers and you didn't go brr. Do you know what? I don't want them extra views. I don't want to do things I don't want to do for extra views. I want to do what I do. Diddly do. Boo. Boo. If you legends, my loyal subscribers, enjoy this, you enjoy doing what I do, if my views are as high as what they used to be, so be it. I've got to be true to myself. And I've got to be true to you absolute loyal legends of the Blot Outdoor Show. Yeah, I kind of think, yeah, if I don't say this, if I say that instead, I might get a few extra views. Or if I try not to offend this one or that one. That's not the way it works on the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. I think you legends know exactly what I'm talking about. The wet wipes, the snowflakes. On your bike, go and watch something else. This channel is for these legends. You legends, you that are watching now, you know that the Mandingo is the real deal. We talk about what we want to talk about. We come out just for a laugh. Look at it's anyone that takes it serious, get a grip, get a life. It's just a laugh and a few giggles. We're getting away from the house. We're coming out camping in some dodgy locations or up in the hills when I go in the Lake District of Northumberland, we have a few drinks, a few whiskies, we talk some shite. Yeah, it might not make sense all the time, but what I can say is it makes total sense. You better believe it does. So there we go, guys. I just want to say now, while I'm on this subject, a massive, and I really do mean this, guys, I really do mean this, because I've noticed on nearly every wild camping or stealth camping channels, apart from a few, there's always a few popping up here and there that are doing really well, but 99% of wild camping and stealth camping channels, the views and the likes is on the, it's on the decline. That's just the way YouTube's weird. The algorithm, it's pushing other things at the minute. It's pushing things big like, you know, like auditors channels. You know, these people are going to the marches for the pro-Palestine or the pro-Patriots, yes, and all that. In the wild camp and the stealth camp and the outdoorsy channels, they're all kind of like on a bit of a slide at the minute. That's just the way it goes. I'm still out. I'm still here. Hiya, even though I'm not feeling queer.
I
There
can
you
crush
go,
a
guys.
grape.
You must have heard that. That was right behind my ear. You must have heard that. I'm not that drunk, guys. I definitely heard something there. Cheers, Mandingos. Anyway, I think I've talked too much shite for too long. Wow, that was weird. Anyway, when I bring you Roger Blackneck, we'll get some food on mice. Yes, Mandingos. Let's get this beef casserole popped into the plastic bowl dingo, and we'll see. Oh, come on. There's that much meat and potato in there. It's a bit blockaroonied. Come on, get in. Yes. Oh, look at the steam coming off that. Come on then, folks. This looks like a meal fit for Mandy Dingleberry. Dice. Yes, my fan sexualities. Well, the steam's coming off it. It seems nice and hot. Well, if I'm going to be brutally honest, yeah, it is nice and hot, but it's not burning me mouth hot. So to pay that much for a flask, no, Mrs. Blott, you certainly haven't getting a good deal there. But look at that. It's still a nice hot meal, guys. And I haven't had to cook it while I'm out. Loads of pieces of beef in there. The old beef curtains. Fantastic, folks. Well, guys, while I am doing some serious Borussia Mönchengladbach on this, I am going to take this chance now to say a big, fat, mega sore ass thank you to each and every one of you legends who have supported my channel, the Blot Outdoors Show, over this last week. Honestly, I never ever ask anyone to buy us a coffee. The link's there in the comments section on every video. The link's there. Click the link, that'll take you through. If you want to do it, spunk you very much. For all you legends though that I've got it your way and bought this Mandingo coffee over this last week, wow, what an absolute bunch of legends you are. There's your names down there and down there. Yes guys, you know what to do if you want your names down there and down there next week. Massive spank you to each and every one of you legends. You know it makes sense. There you go guys. And wow, what a bunch of legends I've got for subscribers. And wow, what a fantastic mail. Well, after this we have still got the world famous Wasky review to do. And then I think it's time to get some sleep.
Ooh, slap my ass.
What the fuck was that? All jokes aside guys, I'm not into this spooky shit, but what the hell was that? Wowza Wernie. Right, come on. I'm gonna finish this off and I'll bring you back for the world famous Wasky review. Frights. Yes guys. You know what time it is. It's Wasky time. What have we got? Gretna Green. So you know, if you're thinking about running off to marry your lovely girlfriend, get over the Scottish border into Gretna. Get yourself to Gretna Green, where they do the cheap weddings. It's not cheap now, guys. I'll promise you that. Me, Mrs. Blot, me son Preston, the dogs, Messi, the hiking dog, and the pugs. We were there, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, whatever. And we noticed the prices on the wall. Wowza Woony. I was looking at the thingy thinking, imagine it paying that and then paying to get divorced. Because that's what happens to most people, isn't it? Yeah. Get married, fuck your life up, and get divorced. There's not very many people nowadays like me and Mrs. Blot. We've been together forever. We've been married. God. How long is it now? 18 years. We've been together over 20 years. And that's nothing. That's nothing of the torture that some of you guys have been through. Some of you guys have been tortured a lot longer than me. I'm sorry, I mean not tortured. I shouldn't say that. Married. Did I say married or did I say tortured? All these blokes watching this with their wives next to them, looking at the husbands now, and the husband is like, sorry, he said married, not tortured. I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm only joking. I'm pretty sure we wind our wives up as well. You know that odd occasion when we leave the toilet seat up. I'm sure we deserve all the shit we get. Because you've left the toilet seat up once in 20 years. Hold on. Amazing. Come on then, guys. What have we got? From David Bulmore and Kate Laverick. Two absolute legends. A lovely couple. I know David well. And I've met Kate. A fantastic mandingo and a lovely lass. Alright. Hold on. You think, guy? I'm only joking. Hey, God, what an idiot I am. Get that button there, folks. Oh, yes. Look at that. A thing of beauty. The old black beauty. There we go. Right. Now, David and Kay. Hold on. Want to mix ginger pubes in me mouth. They're lying all over me tent. Little Mick. He molts like a chihuahua. His hairs are all over the place. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't review the whiskey that I got sent us off Butchie and his son Kai. Two legends. Because I've reviewed it twice before. I've actually reviewed this once before as well. When me and Mrs. Blott and Preston we were at like the lodge not far from the Scottish border. We went to Gretna Green and I got one of these, but it was that long ago. I can't even be asked to look back at the video. Oh God, I've got the hiccups. I can't remember what score I give it. Let's get on with it. He will. Pardons, Gibbeed. A slight little bit sherry in there. No, I'm surprised at that, mind. For like a bargain whiskey. I mean, that's not cheap. Kay and David haven't gotten that for cheap. That is expensive for just a little whiskey. But I'm talking about comparing it to single malt Scotch whiskies. Do you know what I mean? It's not a top quality one. Do you know what I mean? But there's some sherry in there. Maybe a little bit peat. The old peat tongue. Quite dry. Drier than a nun's snatcheroonie and Gandhi's flip-flop at exactly the same time. That's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting of what is your name. Big grass. Sorry, guys. The old grassy ass. Peaty. It's got a peatiness to it. I can't remember it being like this last time, you know. But it probably was. Peaty. Lots of alcohol. Does that make sense? It's only the same strength as, hold on, 46%. Wow, I didn't realise that. Your normal whiskies are 9 times out of 10 a whiskey, whether it's a Scotch, Irish, or a bourbon, it'll be 40%. Sometimes it's a little bit stronger. That's 46%. And I didn't even realise that, so yeah, I'm happy at that. It shows I've got a little bit of knowledge in the flavouroonie. A high alcohol tasteroonie, guys. Although it's strong, although it's peaty, and it's got a high alcohol flavouroonie, it is going down quite smooth. I said sherry, didn't I, in the taste? Now in the aftertaste, I am getting a little bit sherry. But if I'm going to be brutally honest, I don't think David and Kate are going to take any disrespect, because I've said spank you very much for the muff diving. Kate, I know David loves that muff dive, just like Mrs. Blott. And you. I will take that out when I'm camping with the lads. We'll enjoy that bottle together. And when we do that, we'll give you another shout out. But for this Gretna Green, wow, thank you very much. Yes, I have reviewed this before. Let's get this down the old hatchticles. This is supposed to be a spooky stealth camp. It's not quite spooky. It's been a bit of a Gaylord type of thing. So,
Finger my ass.
don't you dare tell me you didn't hear that. Wow. There's definitely some homosexuality, gay vibe dingoes from the sea. Wow. I sent a gay, ghostly spirit up my back. Wowza woony. Right, down the hatch, guys. It's a solid 6. It's a 6. I tell you what. No, I'll stick to that. It's a 6 out of 10 dingo. My Mandy Dingleberry Finley Quays. What the fuck was that? And people leave me comments saying it's fake, but there's nothing fake on Zebra Outdoor Show. That was... It's time to get to sleep. Right, bonjour, a good night Vienna, arrivederci, a Vorsprung Dirk Technique, and we're going to rock down to Electric Avenue. Bonjour, my Finley Whiskey Beats, and it's... See you later.
Oh, yes, man, dingoes. Oh. Good morning. 9:20. So I have slept like a baby's arm. I'm not going to waffle on too much now, because I think this video has been on long enough already. So come on then, let's get up, let's drain the lizard, the old Eddie Lizard, and let's get packed away. Mice. So there we go, guys. That's me all packed away. You can see there, that's where I had the bivouac. Bin diesel with all my shite. Baghdad, ready to put on my old Buckaroonie. Matron. It's the glove of self-love. It's the glove of self-love. Come on then, let's get the bag on. Me Buckaroonie, let's make like a tree and split, and let's get out of Dodge City. Lice. Ew.
You bugger. That's it, guys.
That's another successful stealth camp completed. Just jump over the top of this grave here. Gravestone, I should say it. Oh yes. Come on then. Let's get home and let's get some breakfast. So that's it, my fan sexualities. That's the end of this week's stealth camping adventure. It was fantastic. It got a little bit scary with them gay, ghostly noises. Ooh, I could crush a grape. Yes, but it was fantastic, guys. If you've enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give this Mandingo a big thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell people about the Blot Outdoor Show. And if you haven't already subscribed, you know what to do, Mandingos. Hit that subscribe button. Please join me on the next video, which will be another camping adventure on Wednesday night. I might get out in the tent box again, sleeping up on the roof of the Blotmobile. Yeah, that should be a good one. Make sure you tune in for that. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Bites.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.